Hey guys, Dissler Magic here, and just a little price update because, well, this might not be on your mind at the moment, but it certainly should be. Everybody's thinking about Amonkhet, which, duh, of course, but you may recall this lovely set called Modern Masters 3. You're probably wondering, well, there's probably not going to be a second wave because there would have already been. Is Wizards sitting on a certain amount of it? Maybe, and then they'll release it later. I don't know. I feel like there's no way in hell they're going to make that mistake twice because it wasn't very well received last time. So I think this is it for Modern Masters. I mean, I wouldn't exactly be shocked if a couple months later they found some or, quote, reprinted some or whatever. But yeah, these got scooped up and that was it. I mean, like, you got part of your order and then the distributor was out and that's it. Now, very unfairly, another LGS in the area, they're getting 2 more boxes from one distributor and a full case from another. It's just people who canceled the order, didn't pay, their credit card bounced or whatever, or got declined, not bounced. And, maybe they held on to 1% of the order just in case of, whatever, some kind of error, printing error, defect, I don't know. It's more of a Wizards of the Coast problem at that point then. But as far as I heard, no new additional product came from Wizards, so I think this is it. So what's happening to the box EV? Are people finally saying, hey, let's, buy these cards? They're not going to get any cheaper. It's been like 3+ weeks. They're just not going to get cheaper. And then that, of course, would, creep the prices up a little bit because everybody decides to buy at once. Or are people still opening it? They're still sitting on singles. And they're trying to move them, but they're all undercutting each other and it's going down because anybody who would have bought them already did. Really only one of the two tends to happen. Well, I painstakingly updated yet again my wonderful spreadsheet, and it looks like the grand total counting the commons box EV is $335.17. Oh, apologies, I forgot to flip it back. Counting the commons, $389.17. Not counting the commons, whatever number I just said, 335.17. That's what it was. So since most people don't count all the commons at 25 cents, that I think the 335 number is still a little bit more accurate. But $335 you can be expected to pull if you open a box, and the boxes are currently $188 on eBay. Can you see where I'm going with this? I don't understand this. Now, the one thing is, okay, these are Card Kingdom prices, and I noticed that, like, their Scalding Tarn is 60 when you can realistically get it for, like, 51 on eBay. So they're close, but they've got that, retail site premium just a little bit. But let's just say you drop 10%, okay, 10% across the board on every single card in the whole set. I think that would be realistic. If anything, that would be aggressive. You'd still only drop, 335, you'd drop about the 35, so you'd be at about 300 flat. So if you were to open 1,000 boxes, you would make a profit. So the number one thing that I don't understand right now, unsurprisingly, is why the hell are there any boxes left on planet Earth for sale, if this is true, which this is true. I mean, my math on this is perfect. The Mythic average is $24.35. The Rare average is $6.60, so the rare slot average, with rares being printed at double the prevalence of mythics, $8.80. The average uncommon is 48 cents. There's 3 of them. That's $1.44 per pack. Then it's $2.25 worth of commons per packs, and like I said, that would bring it up to close to 400 EVs, so you might not want to even count that. But the non-foil pack value is $12.49 then. If you don't count the commons, it's about 10 flat. And then the foils. So the average foil is $12.32. The average foil uncommon is 77 cents. And the average foil common is 50 cents. And those were estimated based on a multiplier, so they might not be that good, but even those are actually quite conservative if you take a sample of 15 cards and compare it. So the foil slot itself is worth $3.73, which means that the total pack EV is $16.22. You really can't debate that. That just is the math, and those are the prices. The only thing you could do is use eBay or TCG Player instead for the prices, and like I said, they'd maybe be 10% lower, maybe. The funny thing is if you only care about cards that are worth like 5 and up, okay, you're probably floating in around the price of a box, and I think that's why the box is that price. But hello, there's these things called buy lists. So if you've got a pile of, $1, $2, and $3 cards, you can send them in on a buy list for about 50% as much. So just a quick mental math of that would be, you'd still be about $225 to $260 per box. Why the hell aren't people buying this? I don't understand it. I mean, and the other thing is, okay, maybe they don't want to gamble. They can't get enough to have it not be considered gambling. This is not a hit or miss set. This is not Modern Masters 2, okay? There are too many good cards in there. I mean, the 5 fetches by themselves and almost all the mythics. Okay, that's not true. Almost half the mythics. I was just looking at that. It's like $4.50, $4, $3.50, $3.50, $3.50, $2.79, $2.50. But then you've got 95, 90, 55, 50, 16, 15, 11, and 9 on the top end. So pretty good stuff. So factor in your eBay loss, your shipping loss, if that's how you sell them. Okay, I mean, even honestly, like $2.50, $2.60, including buy listing, and then not selling any of the bulk commons at all. It's not ideal, but I still think people should be doing it. It's very strange. I don't know if everybody's just suppressing the price of boxes because they got so much, or they thought it was going to go up and they're slowly liquidating it. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I mean, if you get rid of like the bottom 6 listings, you're already at $193.60. So there's not that many $188 boxes. That is like they're going extinct. So I would definitely buy one right now if you're interested at all. I have a feeling that if you just even held it, opened it now and then sold the singles like 2 months from now, or held it for 2 months and then sold the singles, or sold it sealed, minus, shipping and fees, you probably lose, all the profit there. But in general, yeah, I mean, I would buy it as an investment. I'd buy it to open right now if you want the value. If you want the singles, I'd buy them right now. Pretty much I would just buy Modern Masters right now in general. Unless you've got enough, you're good, or you spent enough money on it, or you don't have the money, or you have some other excuse. Otherwise, yeah, I would pick it up if you're at all interested, because this is the last time you're going to see it for this price. So I just cannot believe that EV. It is mind-blowing. It really makes me want to pick up another one, but money is crazy tight right now. I would not be able to pick up a sufficient volume to, first of all, sell play sets of 4, and secondly, be able to eat some bad variants and absorb some good variants. So anyway, that's just the update. I'm going to keep this spreadsheet open, maybe take a look at it in a month, and I fully expect it to be clearing 400 very shortly. So yeah, like I said, definitely pick some up if you're interested, and I'll see you guys next video.